Yeah.
Everybody has a boss.
Yeah. For real.
Everybody has a boss. Go hire them, and if you have to, write a letter to the CEO of the hospital. Get in contact with us, and if you can't, if they don't, the news outlets.
Yeah. Yeah.
The news outlets.
Press
Somebody will do a story.
Yes.
You know what I'm saying? So I encourage my patients to speak up and say something. That's what I do.
Okay. And I know you say you encourage your patients, but I also seen where you doing a lot of or you doing some talking around the cities you go. You have your pink talk segments and stuff like that.
Yeah.
So can you talk a little bit about that? Some of the stuff that I know, like we don't supposed to be behind the scenes all the way on that, but just for my female listeners, just some of the things you kind of talk about and expound when you go do your seminars and talk on that.
So I in 2000, it was before the pandemic, so it was around 2018 or 19, I can't remember the year. I started a program called the Pink Talk, and I did it because in speaking with a lot of the women that I see, women were not taught adequate feminine hygiene. All the things that they were taught is outdated. It's not good. Women are taught to use certain things that back in the day our grandmothers used, and it's only because they didn't know any better. So those things are passed down, and it's causing problems. And so when I try to explain that to them, they said, well, my grandmother, my mom, I said, you know what? I'm going to have something called the Pink Talk. So I got together a couple of OBGYNs at my clinic. We got together for the very first one. It was a brunch style talk, and I discussed feminine hygiene from, the teenage or the preteen age all up to menopause. Because there's something at every stage of life women should do or they should not be doing. And so a lot of the things that they're taught, simple things as far as making sure you're wearing underwear that have a cotton seat. Can't wear thongs all the time.
Yeah.
stuff like they just did not know.
Just didn't know.
Just things that I see them in practice, like people that I call them repeat offenders because they keep doing the same thing. I'm like, look, I'm just gonna have a big talk. And so I did it a couple of times, and then the pandemic hit, and then so we kind of had to shut it down. And my nurse keeps, it's time for another Pink Talk. It's time for another Pink Talk. I'm like, I know it is. I just, I had to put it on pause while I was in school because school, became overwhelming.
Exactly.
But thankful to God, I'm, finishing in December, and after that, I want to pick it back up and start having the Pink Talk again.
Got it. Now look, like you say, these are traditions or stuff that was passed down generation to generation. Now, our people we kind of pig-headed, we kind of stuff. How receptive are you when you go to those seminars? Do you feel like people are looking for that information because it just hadn't been out there, or they still kind of hold some reservation behind it?
They are actually receptive. They really are receptive, and they are eager to hear, because I'm big on self-care as well, because taking care of your feminine hygiene is a part of self-care. Gotcha. And so they actually are receptive of the information that I give them. Sometimes, it's every now and then you'll have someone that, what my grandmother said is, but your grandmother, baby, your grandmother was sitting in a tub of vinegar.
Look, I was gonna ask you, like, what's one of the wildest ones you heard, like, or no, just generationally, that we might need to pull the plug on that one and kind of step into the new age?
One of the things, and this is the biggest thing, stop douching. Women do not need to douche.
Yeah.
All the time. I said women need to douche. God would have created us with a douche attached to us. He created our bodies like a self-cleaning oven.
Yeah.
But I take care of you. You do not need to be douching. Like that's one of the biggest things. It causes so much problem, so much. It just throws off your pH balance, and it just makes you. It potentiates a cycle to where you're always having these issues of discharge and just foul odor, and it's just not understand why I'm cleaning we're actually not cleaning yourself. You're messing up your pH balance.
See, that's why I say, like, we getting into the weeds now, so it might be a conversation that I wasn't supposed to be privy to. But I'm glad you let me behind the curtains on the Pink Talk, because this is information, like you said, over the years. It's just in our community. It's just, and like you say, ignorance is bliss. It wasn't nothing like that was passed down to us, that was done to hurt us. This is all things that we were done as far as hygiene, as far as the women and some of the male things that we've learned, that just it's time to flip the page. And I'm glad that we have voices like you on the forefront and just speaking out about it and showing them, hey, it's a new day, it's a new era, it's a new way.
Yes, absolutely. I think we all remember going in our grandmother's bathrooms and having that big vinegar bottle hanging behind the door. The douche bag. I didn't know what it was. But that's something, leave that alone.
Yeah, leave that alone.
Leave that alone.
And look, I know you said like self-care is also, feminine care is also self-care. What do you do to kick back and relax? Like I said, you got a lot of school going on. I know I'm not going to tell it. So what do you do to relax and just get in touch with Ebony? Is it reading a book? Is it traveling? Like, what's your relaxation time? What do you do to get away?
I love to travel. I actually do love to travel, but I also love to stay home. I'm a big homebody. I love actually going to like farmers markets, food truck parks. That's to me relaxing. I love to try different foods. I love to watch Netflix. I love to I love to do it all. But the thing that I love to do is just sit home, relax, and just chill out. Like that's what I do to self-care. I unload because sometimes, especially in my day-to-day life, my Monday through Friday, I receive a lot of
trauma.
Sometimes trauma from my patients. And I have to talk a lot. I don't usually talk a lot, but with me having to talk all day long, when I come home, I just want to be quiet.
Yeah,
I just want to be quiet, and I just lay down, and I just like kind of unload, and I just relax. Every now and then I have to take a mental health day from work because I work in an area that it's called an FQHC, which is a federally qualified healthcare center. We take uninsured, underinsured patients. Medicaid patients is a big, big part of our patient population. We also take patients with regular insurance as well and no insurance. And sometimes when you're working with that demographic, it's a lot of trauma. And I'm there to listen because a lot of times I'm the only person that has ears they can release it to. So sometimes I just have to come home and I don't want to go anywhere. I just want to sit on my sofa.
Just exhale.
Just exhale, yeah.
I got you. And look, like you said, you were quiet, you were reserved. Where did you find that voice at? Because I listened to you, I see some of the things you post about the silver. Where did you find that voice and that confidence at? Just for the young ladies that might be kind of shy, and let them know that it is a confident woman inside of you.
You know what? Honestly, when I realized who I was in Christ, I'm going to be honest with you.